Hello and welcome to episode number 72 of the Daily Sales Message, where each and every single day, for at least the last 72 days in a row now, we've helped you to feel more confident and sell more stuff by sharing a simple piece of actionable sales advice. And I've had so many emails and DMs and connections on LinkedIn and so many lovely things as a result of this podcast. I know there's loads of you out there who enjoy the podcast on a daily basis and are putting this stuff into action. And that's why I do it. I love it when people take action and they get results. That's the whole point of everything that I do. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living. And for me, it comes in two very distinct components. First of all, it starts with having what I call a clear sales message. So you're able to articulate exactly what you offer so people understand it. And secondarily, you have selling confidence, the ability to be relaxed, comfortable, and confident in a selling situation. So today we're talking about discounting, and in particular how I would stop you from discounting, obviously working on the presumption that maybe you do discount already. And to be honest with you, most of the solopreneurs and coaches and consultants and freelancers and business owners, most of the people that I work with are too quick to discount. They're either too quick to offer a discount without even being asked for it, or too quick to accept a request when somebody says, could you do it for 20% cheaper, 500 quid cheaper, whatever. And generally this is driven by the belief that they believe that a lower price is going to make their offer more attractive. A lower price makes it more attractive. But that's not really true, is it? Because we associate a high price with high quality. So a lower price we associate with lower quality. Whether or not it's true, it's kind of irrelevant. That's the perception, that's the inference of a lower price. So all that really happens when you discount, you either offer discounts or agree to them, you're just damaging your profit, first of all, and you're damaging your confidence. And it doesn't really work. So you're discounting in the hope of doing the business. Sometimes it doesn't even help you to win the business, but whether it does or it doesn't, you make less money, less profit, and you also damage your confidence. So to get you to stop discounting, there's three things I want you to study, I want you to think about, and I want you to be prepared for the next sales call that you have, because once you have these three things ironed out, you will have far more faith in what you're doing. And it's these three things: the cost of inaction, the cost of delay, and the cost of alternatives. The cost of inaction, the cost of delay, the cost of alternatives. When you know what your solution is truly worth to your buyer, and not just the price that you charge for it, you realize that your offering's probably already a bit of a bargain. The issue here is not the price itself, it's your belief in the value of what you do. And when you understand what your offering is worth rather than just what you're charging for it, that really helps you to believe in the value of your offering. So if you're dealing with a particular buyer and the cost of them doing nothing is £500 and the cost of them buying your product is £50, well, there's a 10x negative downside for them. But you need to be aware of that and to be able to articulate that for that to work when you're talking to them. So you need to do your homework. What does it cost if your buyers do nothing? Inaction. What if it costs if your buyers delay what they're doing? And what's the cost to your buyer of them choosing an alternative? So a cheaper alternative, an inferior thing, and sometimes that could even be doing it themselves, depending on your offering. Once you know the costs of inaction, delay, and alternatives, you can stand much firmer in talking about your price and say, hey, we charge this, we're good at what we do, we deliver. And I know for a fact, James, that if you don't do this, even if you put this off for 2 weeks, it'll cost you £1,000 and we only charge £500 for what we do. So it makes financial sense for you to buy our solution rather than to put this off, etc. That's how I get you to stop discounting. Consider those three things: inaction, delay, and alternatives, because when you understand what your offering is worth, not just what you charge for it, it makes a shift in your brain, in your mind, and all of a sudden the confidence in what you charge comes flooding in, and you're very much less likely to discount because you've got something to talk about, you've got a justification, a talking point, you know what you're doing. You're prepared and ready, and being prepared and ready is where confidence comes from. Okay, that's it for this episode of the Daily Sales Message. Tomorrow, we should probably raise your prices. I mean, we're talking about discounting today. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about raising your prices and how I would help you to do that as well, because I'm nice like that. So tune in tomorrow for that episode. In the meantime, if we're not already connected on LinkedIn, I'm super active on LinkedIn. I pretty much live there, basically. It's like my second wife. So please feel free to connect with me there. Send me a DM. Tell me what you like or don't like about the Daily Sales Message. Ask me a question. Always great to hear from listeners of the show. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for episode number 73 of the Daily Sales Message.